Welcome everybody to an inspirational episode of Raw Talking It. I'll explain that in a second. Joe doesn't know I was gonna spring that on him. Anyway, I'm Andrew, aka Titus. That's Joe.
That's it. That's all you're getting. Just the nod.
Just sup. And we're playing Pokemans. Hi YouTube. It's been another slow week, but I actually have things to talk about this time, surprisingly. Because I saw some stuff on Twitter that I wanted to discuss and talk about. We have a new game coming out tomorrow that some people are in our friends group are excited about. We could probably discuss that. We have what else? No, I'm crazy. I think that I don't know. We'll see. I have some stuff. Those shouldn't be echoey. There's no reason
I
for it
don't.
to be echoey.
It sounded fine earlier. I wouldn't think I'm echoey now.
Crazy.
Oh no, I'm definitely echoey.
Why are you echoey? Oh,
boy.
that's why. For some reason, when it happened, it unmuted you. I got you. I got it. I fixed it. That's fine.
You fixed it.
It's
Great.
fine.
That means. All right.
Well,
shall we begin?
We're fine. We're Gucci. And our current what's the word? Adventures.
Team? Oh,
our current adventure. We're in the big Paris city right now.
What did we get? What did we last do? Oh,
we got the starter.
We
got the
reset
Kanto starter.
for our Kanto starters. That was the last thing we
reset
did.
for the Kanto starter. I got Pharaoh.
Oh, right. You got it first try.
I got Pharaoh's seed like a.
So now, because we can't do the gym yet, don't we just leave town?
Don't remember. And what's the freaking?
What does Shauna want to say? Oh, she wants me to do PR videos, which I'm just not going to do because we're just not going to do that. Yeah, I think we just leave. Let me check. Did we our TMs?
How do we walk again? I can't remember.
Oh, what?
How do we do the right? Whoa! Huh? Why is your screen all weird?
Why does it say it's my birthday?
It's your birthday!
It's not my birthday.
It's your birthday!
Go back into the Pokemon Center. See if it's the same for you too.
Happy birthday!
Go back. Is maybe that's just a default?
Oh shit! It's my birthday too! Whoa! It's not. It's not actually my birthday, but I didn't know this did this in the game.
Oh, yeah, no, I knew this. Oh, the cake is still up there.
I did not know that, actually. Really interesting.
Right, we can't afford anything. It's like, cool, here there's some actually pretty good TMs in here, but we can't afford anything. Do I have anything to sell?
Oh, yeah, that was something.
I kind of want Spiky Shield.
That was something you were looking at.
I kind of want Spiky Shield, but I don't...
So, do we want to talk video games first, or do we want to talk life first? What's the verdict?
I don't know, man. What do you want? I don't know. What do you want? I don't know. What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. Chat. Are we talking about video games first? Or we talk about life first. I have some topics, some things to discuss.
Yeah, you're going down. I don't think there's anything in this town we want to do yet.
I think so either.
Oh, hi. There's Diantha up there.
Can we just fucking leave? Right?
A roller skate ad? Yeah, oh no, we have to go meet Diantha and Lysander in the Red Cafe.
Oh, right.
Keep going and you'll see Callum. Keep going down that way. We got to go meet Diantha. Right. I don't know what. I'm so not used to seeing Callum in a hat. You went right past him, dude.
Yeah, I know. I just realized that. Chat isn't deciding on what we're going to do.
We talk about video games plenty. You talk about anything you want. Bad guys are just monologuing right now, pretending to not be bad guys. So.
It's so true. Like, you have a weird outfit and spiky hair. I wonder if you're going to be the bad guy. I bet you are.
Also, literally dresses like all the bad guys.
Yeah. It hurts because it's true.
I do find it funny how they Serena/Callum recognizes Diantha as being famous famous as like they're like, oh yeah, she's this famous celebrity, but doesn't know that she's the champion.
Right.
Like
Here's this totally random person.
is it like well they literally say like, wow, this is the famous movie star, but then they don't also be like, oh, also she's the champion. You're gonna have to fight her. Weird. Anyways, okay, Tiana wants to see some Pokemon. Shoot, go for it. Talk.
Okay, so
I'm gonna go get on this route and start looking for a shiny to catch.
oh yeah, we should do that. That's
Oh god, O powers, creepy O power guy.
Oh yeah, this guy. That's
Mr.
weird.
Bonding.
This guy's
I
creepy.
can't help but assume that his name in Japanese is like Bonding Senpai, which is worse.
That's great.
I have to imagine
That's
that's
a
what it is.
fantastic name. So I saw a thing on Twitter recently, and I was like,
To be clear, this is not the cinnamon toast crunch shrimp thing, right?
no, 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 no. Oh God,
Okay.
no.
Okay, just to properly date this episode.
Right. So I saw a thing on Twitter, and then I actually looked it up to make sure that the claim was valid. But and this is going to be an interesting discussion to have: is the jobs kids want nowadays is bizarre to think about.
Oh, I saw this too. I maybe saw it on Reddit, but
Yeah, it's crazy. And it's been a huge jump. So one of the studies that I looked up was like 75,000 kids and teens and all that stuff. And the number one job that kids want in America and the UK is to be a YouTuber or a vlogger. That is the number one job kids want.
oh, I got Noibat on this route.
That's-
Oh, that's gonna be. I'm gonna have to look for that. I think that is not only I find that unsurprising and completely normal. I do not think that that's concerning or problematic in any way.
I don't. So at first I was kind of like,
oh,
that's a duo, buddy.
I kind of like the duo, so I might just go straight for that if I can clear out the rest of this.
That's a fucking duo.
He looks cool. He's like a disco ball.
Yeah, I like it.
All right.
So when I thought about it,
there's also an Alakazam that's terrifying.
I was like, that's stupid. Like, really? And then it's like, oh, kids want to be what they watch a lot. A lot of kids nowadays watch YouTube and streams and vlogs and all that stuff. Like that's TV now. Like Netflix originals and fucking YouTube stuff. Like that's entertainment.
Everything's using growl, but I'm soundproof. Yeah, I mean, this is if this is as unsurprising as 30 years ago, kids wanting to be movie stars, right? Like that was the biggest thing,
right? So, and then I looked at another study, and it showed that so the listings that this study showed was YouTuber was number one.
Wait, hold on, did I just fuck up? Right, that attacked is like AoE damage, and I want to make sure I didn't just kill my Doduo, so never mind, we're good.
YouTuber was number one. Teacher was number two, apparently. Then number three was famous athlete. Number four was musician, and number five was astronaut.
That was the options listed, or
that was the top five out of polled.
Oh, out of polled. Okay.
Yeah, it was top five out of polled, which is very interesting. Astronaut is still in there. Teacher was fairly high up, which is also cool. But yeah, number one, famous YouTuber, vlogger, and then of course you have everybody wanted to be a musician or a movie star or whatever, what have you.
Yeah, like this is to me this is like
this is that.
Yeah, this is how it goes. Oh, did you run straight into a battle?
Yeah, I ran into the twins.
Oh, I just went straight into the grass.
Yeah,
I didn't stop for anything.
I'm dumb, so.
All right. Can I just catch
one of the tweets that I saw had an interesting thought on this, and the thought was that we really kind of just glorify, and especially famous YouTubers, they really glorify being a famous. And we don't really have a lot of like seriously meaningful jobs in the forefront in terms of like media that people consume. Like they're
I
just kind
mean,
of like
I'd almost make the case that it's not that we are glorifying them, but that
no,
they
we
are
don't glorify
jobs.
them. They glorify themselves. It's just a thing.
Well, no, I'm just saying. I just think that's inherent to the job. That's the job.
Um,
So like, I don't even think that's even particularly surprising or weird.
yeah, yes,
Oh, I
and
need a name for Doduo though.
I mean, you just name him Disco.
I could just name him Disco.
Um, yes, and I guess yes and no. Like I mean, it kind of depends on the content that you watch and consume. I guess would be the thing. Like if you watch Mr. Beast, who literally just throws money away at things, that's kind of different.
And who is like, it is somehow, despite that, as basically a career, as far as we can tell, is a great person.
Oh yeah, he's really cool. I'm not
Like,
knocking him. I'm just saying like
well, it seems like one of those things where I kept seeing him. I kept seeing Mr. Beast at the top of YouTube or whatever, and I was like, "Who is this guy? This guy seems sketchy. Giving people money all the
no,
time. That there's no way that.
that's
But no,
just what he does.
That's just what he does.
He donates to charity all the time. Like he legitimately does all this stuff, which is really cool. Don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking him in any way. I think
No, I'm not. Yeah,
I think what he does is great. At the same time, kids who would watch that who are like 6, 7, or 8 or whatever, and like, oh my god, look at this YouTuber who has just all this money that they can literally just throw it away. I want to do that. I want to be aspired to that. Like,
yeah.
I mean, even if you want to be a famous musician, like you still got to work your ass off for that.
Yeah, I mean, you got to work your ass off for YouTube as well.
Right, and that's the thing. They don't understand how much work. Like some people see it and they see YouTube as like a thing where you just upload a video and then you get
to
views.
do a static.
It knows static. Are you?
It has static.
Oh my god!
I'm swapping out Staravia for Doduo.
Holy god.
Obviously, it won't keep it when it evolves, and I'm pretty sure Doduo actually evolves pretty late.
Kids want to be YouTube streamers, etc., being discussed by two people who are streaming.
Well, like I said, I don't think this is any different than kids wanting to be movie stars or famous athletes, right?
Yeah. At first, I was really kind of like, "This is fucking dumb. Why would they want this?" And then I thought about it for a little bit as the day went on when I saw it yesterday, and I was like, "Well, you know what? That's actually kind of normal. It's actually kind of fine." Like once they become high schoolers and such, they'll realize that they want to do something else. And if they want to do the grind of YouTube and they get famous, that's awesome. Good for you. But it's just not easy.
Well, and like what percentage of kids that say they want to be astronauts end up being astronauts?
Oh, I mean, also true, right? That's just like a glorified thing.
And also how many kids who say they want to be a YouTuber when they are when they're 10 years old will still want to do that when they are in high school, when they're in college, when they're graduated, and when they're 40.
Right. So it's a little interesting to when you like dissect it and think about. Oh my god. Oh my god. Good luck. Good luck. Oh my god, shiny Fanfi, he's so cute.
Oh, he's like black and white.
I love him. I'm gonna catch him.
I'm surprised you don't want to go for the horde, though.
I want him, though.
You could veto Fanfi. But Fanfi's really good. Do you have a ground type?
No, I just have Pharaoh Thorn, or I have Pharaoh Seed right now.
Oh, you know what? The Reggies at this low level might only have Explosion.
Oh shit.
That's a thing.
Yup.
Switch in for my ghost type.
God, I haven't seen any other Pokemon but Fanfi. But he looks great.
If you want to get him, get him. You're welcome to get him, but if you want to veto him, I wouldn't blame you either.
Damn it. I don't know. I think I'll grab him.
Of course you have Volt Absorb Torkoal. Get fucked.
So yeah, I thought that was an interesting thing, and then you bring up a good point. How many, like, out of all of the jobs that is listed, teacher is the absolutely realistic one that anyone can achieve with hard work, studying, and all that stuff. The other shit is luck. Like,
Yeah,
uh,
absolutely.
um, YouTube is hard work and a grind. It's luck. It's a lot of luck. Um, being a famous musician, hard work, talent, grind.
Hmm.
Being a famous athlete, all that stuff. Astronaut, I mean, all that stuff. All of it is hard work, luck, and a grind. Like, and even with a movie, being a famous actor or what have you. But then it brings up a point: is why don't we see other things as what people want to be? And then when you actually talk to other kids, they want to be a dancer, or they want to be a vet, or they want to be a weird horse person, um, or a builder, or what have you. So I think it's interesting to put those kind of things in like a numeric value that we could look at, because they're like 10 or 12 and barely anybody knows exactly what they want to be even when they go to college, if they go to college.
Yeah, and yeah, like I said, I just at the end of the day, I just don't find this. I don't know. Like I said, I just think it is an entirely normal, and I don't think there's anything wrong with it,
Yeah,
and I
they
don't
want
think
to.
there's anything wrong with the top answer not being engineer or whatever,
Right,
right? Like,
right,
it's kids. You know why teachers number two?
because they see
Because
their
they're in a
teachers a
school.
lot.
Yeah, because they're in a school all day.
Right, exactly.
And they see YouTubers, they see movie stars, they see teachers. They don't see engineers sitting in an office doing work. They
They
don't
don't see
see.
doctors, they don't see.
Yeah,
I mean, but
they
that's the thing.
do. They probably have a bias towards wanting to be that, right? Like if you actually have a kid who maybe they have medical issues and so they have to see a doctor every couple of months. Well, maybe they want to be a doctor more. I think that's probably the most significant bias is just what they interact with.
This fanfic has contrary.
That is interesting because it might be able to learn things like superpower and stuff, and certainly would be useful on magical leaf. But yeah, like I said, I think that's if I were to bet, that's probably the biggest. If you gave them like a ranked choice thing, you said which of these five do you want to be, and then and it wasn't like a name any job you can think of, but you said here's five jobs, which one do you want to be the most,
Right.
and did stuff like that. I imagine you could control for stuff like you could figure out if it's just the things they see.
Yeah. And I mean, in reality, it really kind of it really does boil down to what are the things they interact with them. That's probably what they want to be.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's just kind of how it goes. I'm a weird kid. I always knew what I wanted to be when I grew up. I never wanted to be anything else. Oh my god, I could have got a shiny fucking Piplup and it's red. Oh my god.
Great.
Took the fancy and not this adorable ass Piplup.
I think we're actually supposed to learn about hordes here soon too.
Oh my god.
Oh, I have Gallade on my route.
Oh no.
Dark Aura, okay.
Is Dark Aura a Darkrai's thing?
No, I think it's Oblivion Wing. It's Yveltal because Xerneas has Fairy Aura.
Oh right, you're right.
Oh, Peck would actually be super effective. Do I think
He's
I can
fighting.
kill a level 10 Gallade?
Yeah,
I could probably kill a level 10 Gallade.
Motherfucker, dude. A red, he's so cute.
Now that we're getting hordes, we're gonna start like seeing a lot more shinies because we can get 5 encounters at once.
So my question
really
is, do we beat this and then do we go through the game again with everything randomized again and then just pick shinies we want?
Maybe for series 4 or 5.
What are we doing in series? This is series 3.
No,
this is series 2 because we called the other one series 0.
Yeah, I have an idea. I haven't run it by you yet, but I have an idea.
Damn, already?
Yeah, I saw a video on YouTube and I was like, this is funny.
Okay, well, we'll talk.
We'll see. But it's also it much like this is also a randomizer. So I don't know if we'd rather save that for the post podcast stuff we do. But
Depends on if it's brainless as hell. Damn it, Piplup.
maybe.
Anyway, so yeah, I thought
Oh,
that was
right. I'm battling Trevor.
that was
Okay.
interesting, but I also think it's hard to put those types of things in media that they all the time. Like it's hard to.
Tierno has 6 Pokemon.
Right? He has a septile.
Okay, sorry. Go on.
It's hard to put a doctor, or engineer, or an architect, or a business analyst, or actual
Yeah.
jobs like in the forefront of kids media. It just, but
Well,
it raises the question: should
because
we?
media jobs are fundamentally media jobs,
Exactly.
right?
Right. Exactly. So that makes it
Oh,
difficult.
are you kidding me? Maybe did it have trace and I missed it?
I don't know.
Because it also has static. God damn it. But no, like fundamentally, media jobs are media jobs, right? That's what they are.
Right.
So they are. It's an inherent thing that they are in the media because they are the media.
And
And if you put a scientist in the media and make them do media stuff, their job is now you have a Palkia too.
Oh my god.
Ugh. But like if you put a scientist and you make them and all they do is like I'm a scientist, but then all they do is make YouTube about science, they're not a scientist anymore.
They're a YouTuber.
They would call that science communication or SciComm or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Like Bill Nye is not a scientist anymore. He's a SciComm guy. He does science communication work. And as it happens, I think he also does things like lobbying and awareness and a bunch of stuff.
Right.
But like if you put a doctor and you have them do a bunch of YouTube stuff, because that's a thing that exists.
Yes.
They're doing a media job now. They're not being a doctor. You don't that's not how it works. So
they're creating content is basically what happens. What it turns down into is they just start creating content.
I think I need to do Palkia. Gosh, I don't know. Water Dragon.
Yeah, you're gonna be kind of screwed.
I'm gonna hope
that
it
fairy
just
moves?
knows. No, I'm gonna hope that it mostly knows normal stuff. I'm gonna send out my ghost, even though it's hurt.
It probably knows like Bubble Beam and shit.
I might know Bubble Beam. I'm gonna try to use like Nightshade and stuff. I should be able to tank one thing. He's several levels below.
God, that Palkia is huge.
Sandstream, great.
You're fucked.
The other thing I wanted to deal with.
But so it brings up a thing, and this has been a topic of conversation in a lot of places before. Is yeah, we have school and we teach history and math and all these things that you'll need, but then you get to high school and you either the kids who know they want to go to college are going to focus on that. They're going to go take the classes that they want and have this or that and that. There's the kids who don't necessarily know what they want to do. They don't necessarily know what they're going to take. They're just going to go through college. They're just going to go through high school, and that's that. And then there's the kids who absolutely don't want to go to college. They just don't want to. They don't like school. They're not good at it. Why can't we put classes that actually teach people how to be a fucking adult?
Well, I mean, depending on how you define it, some of those classes do exist. Not a ton of them.
Not a lot. I mean, how many classes teach you how to do your freaking taxes and how to budget?
My school had like a senior math class that was effectively that.
It
was like how to balance. It was like the state we live in requires 4 years of math education in school, but it doesn't say what those math classes have to be, or at least not very specific.
In high school, it's 3 years.
It wasn't when I was. My school required 4 years of math, no matter what.
No, it's 3 years of high school above. It's algebra 2 and up, is what the requirement is. But most people who get into high school are like starting at geometry algebra 1, so they take 4 years. They take 4 years.
No,
This just has a normal Pidgey. Stop making my accuracy lower.
Okay, so this says, I think the school board for our state requires 3 years, but my high school required 4.
Oh yeah.
My high school required 4 years of math.
Yeah. State is 3 years of math.
And so what they did was we had, depending on where you started, you either started with basically in middle school, there was a split where you would take an assessment and then you would get placed basically on the high track or the low track. And then in high school, your year 1 would either be algebra 2 or it would either be algebra 1
Or
or it would be geometry.
Depending on if you're in
And
honors
then
track.
and then they didn't call it honors. They didn't really address it like that, but there was algebra 1 geometry, and then the next course was algebra 2. And then algebra 2 was also considered like pre-calc trig without actually, or no, sorry, that algebra 2. And then there was pre-calc / trig. And then there was calculus or AP statistics that you could take. And so, but like if you were on the low track, it was very likely that you would take algebra 1, geometry, algebra 2. But then our school required 1 more, but they would typically not take trig. They would instead take, I don't think they called it remedial math, but it was something to that effect. It was like the basics of math or something like that. And it was stuff like how to balance a checkbook, how to budget, and basic algebra type stuff, right?
Our school did not have that.
And our school had home ec, which is cooking and cleaning and taking care of that weird, scary baby doll and stuff. Like we had a class for that. We had shop. Or something to that effect. And then there were like what were they called? The classes where you would go. It was typically off-site. It was like it was like a more advanced, like a precursor to a trade school. They were like trade classes.
I know what you're talking about, and I cannot remember what it's called.
Right. So there was stuff like that. So I'd say that those classes exist. We just don't teach them to all of our students, which maybe that's a problem. Because students who are average and up, perhaps, are not liable to take those. And the students that do take them are sort of definitionally the ones that are not great at school. Or the least interested in doing well in school. So, like, I don't know. All right, what else are you gonna throw at me, Tierno? Because you need to chill out.
So far, mine's been pretty easy.
Okay.
It was a
Gorbis. I can do.
Mine was Pidgey, Braviary, and then just now was Pokemon that I just killed. Name. I just killed it, and
I wasn't even watching your screen, so I don't know what it was either.
I don't know what it was. What was it? Fuck. What was it? God damn. Oh crap! And then a Lopunny that I just killed.
Oh, I saw the Lopunny. Come on, okay, good. That should kill.
Thunder. What was the other one? Crap. I don't remember it. Braviary, Pidgey.
All right, what else you got?
Maybe that was only
Fury Attack's actually solid for this level. It's better than Rage.
And then Lopunny, and then Electro Ball. Yeah, dude, I'll do an Electro.
Amora. Okay, that's fine. You still don't actually have a rock move. What do you have?
Well, maybe not.
You don't have a rock move either. I think I can handle one. I could take one ice move if I need to.
Damn, my dude's so easy. He's sending out a Badoo.
Yeah. I see it.
Send out a fucking Badoo. Maybe it was just the Braviary, and the Braviary killed my Pharaoh Seed.
Oh, this Amora has Protean as its ability.
Oh, God.
That said, I just yawned it. It also means it's not rock type anymore, so tackle. Actually, I think bite's still more powerful, but if it wakes up, I'm dead. Pokemon are guaranteed to be asleep for one turn, right?
No, they can wake up on the same turn.
I thought they had to be asleep for one. Maybe
Oh,
that's the old.
yeah, you might be right. That might have changed. I know in Pokemon Stadium when I played, I would try and do hypnosis into beating the shit out of them, and they could wake up on the same turn. It was very frustrating. But that could be a Gen 1 only.
I think there was a. I don't know which direction they changed, but yeah, I think they changed at some point from there was like one turn of required sleep. I know that sleep has changed a bunch over the generations. That I am 100% sure of.
That shit was super frustrating.
Yeah. Sleep was too overpowered.
He has a Silcoon. Oh my god. I got off easy.
You did. I still have one more Pokemon, I think.
Yeah, I have one more Pokemon after this. No, wait. No, this might be the last one.
Duskull. Okay. Duskull. I mean, you have Peck, but you're paralyzed.
Does what's his name have Bite? Does Chadet have Bite?
Chadet does. I'm not.
Oh,
yeah,
turned into a fire type. That Silcoon has color change. It's Kecleon's ability.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, this is in fact the last Pokemon.
Anyway, that was the thing the inspirational thing is you have kids, teach them that there's a bunch of different kinds of jobs that are fun and such.
And then buy them a camera for Christmas.
Exactly. Exactly. That's interesting. Having a child, I always ask him what he wants to be. I don't ever want to influence what he wants to do. He always says he wants to be a builder of something. And then he wanted to be a geologist for, like, you want to do rocks? You want to study rocks? That's awesome. Studying rocks is cool.
Agreed.
It's interesting to see your children grow up and see what, like how they learn and what they gravitate toward.
Well, and every kid's gonna get obsessed and latch on to at least a few things for a while. But yeah, no guarantee that sticks around.
Yeah. It's fun to watch my child grow up. He's a very visual, very mathematic, logical learner, very engineered type brain. Doesn't really care for writing in English and all that nonsense. It's like he learns exactly like I do, so I can understand and how.
Well, when you call it nonsense,
it is nonsense. How dare you?
I don't want to influence what he grows up to do, but reading and writing are nonsense.
I agree. Look, I play Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't read. I've
seen some of those cards.
Exactly. I just don't read. I basically, they can tell me what it does, and if it doesn't actually do that, I don't know the difference.
Excelgor, okay.
Anyway.
Truly.
I just don't like reading in school, and I didn't like English or history.
I mean, I didn't either. I have grown to like those things more as an adult. I have found myself more interested in those subjects.
Oh shit! Oh my lord! Oh my god!
Yeah, hordes.
There's a Gyarados. There's an Axu in there.
There's an Axu and a Haxorus. Oh no,
it's just a Haxorus. Oh my god.
Oh, I should have used Quick Attack. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh's a problem. I really like the game because the game has made me meet some really cool people who I could call my good friends now. And
why am I not hitting this guy with Peck? What is going on?
And when you play a game and you do something really cool, like it's fun and like it's a fun game. But then there's so many minuscule interactions and rules, and that motherfucker has Dragon Raid.
You should probably just run from that battle. All things considered.
I'm gonna hit these bitches with an Icy Wind.
I'm pretty sure this first battle in this patch of grass is always a horde, because they're trying to teach you about hordes.
Oh my god, a shiny Goomy and a shiny Drowsy. The Goomy's adorable!
The Goomy is pretty good. Oh, wait. Okay. Imposter.
Alright. Alright.
What's the biggest threat here? None of these are really threats. So, Slowbro, I guess. Oh, damn it! Slowbro also had Quick Attack because it's me. Actually, it is the biggest threat because it knows frickin'. Yeah, because it's me, so it's level 14, really. Oh my god, this turn's gonna take forever.
Um, I was gonna say. What was I saying?
Oh
Shit.
man.
Oh right, Yu-Gi-Oh. Like,
Oh damn it.
the fucking God. There's a lot of text.
I'm gonna die this turn.
There's a constant joke in the Yu-Gi-Oh community that Yu-Gi-Oh players can't read, and it's absolutely true. We cannot read.
I'm gonna freaking die this turn.
I don't know what reading is. So I'm gonna. Here's a fun deck right here. I'm gonna grab a card, and this is. I'm gonna grab one of the longer lines of text that I can see. I'm gonna read the whole fucking thing. This is gonna be terrible. Hey, Michael. I'm gonna read the whole goddamn line of text, and you can see this is how like ridiculous cards have gotten in this fucking game. Let me get.
Just read the entire card.
That's what I'm doing. I'm just getting one of my cards. Okay. So this is one of the main archetypes that is in the game right now that is fairly meta, called Dogmatica. It's a bunch of cute girls who are from a church trying to defeat the fallen dragons, basically. Okay. So for those of you on this is Dogmatica Ecclesia the Virtuous. Buckle up, motherfuckers. This is Yu-Gi-Oh! Spellcaster. Effect. Cannot be destroyed by battle with a monster special summon from the extra deck. You can only use each of the following effects of Dogmatica Ecclesia the Virtuous once per turn. If a monster special summoned from the extra deck is on the field, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is on the field, you... Wait. Sorry.
Shiny Stunfisk.
If this card is normal or special summoned, which has a fucking the colon means something in the game. A colon or a semicolon means something. So, all right. So I'll step back a line. If this card is normal or special summon, you can activate this effect. Semicolon. Add one Dogmatica card from your deck to your hand, except Dogmatica Ecclesia the Virtuous. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of the turn. That's the whole effect of the monster. That meant nothing to any of you. I can tell you very quickly what it means. If there is a monster special summon, if there is a monster on the field that is from the extra deck, she can just summon herself. Then you can grab another Dogmatica card. And then you can't use your extra deck anymore. That's what the card says. But in the game, and I think this is what's really crazy, is colons and semicolons actually mean a lot in that game. So you gotta be a fucking like English major and have a law degree just to understand how to play the game. Pokemon is simple. Summon Pokemon, put energy on Pokemon, smack. That is Pokemon.
Oh, good. I was trying to figure out if Bide could affect ghosts.
It should.
Nope. Bide does not.
Oh, it's normal.
Yep.
It's normal.
I didn't know if it counted since it was...
No normal moves count, period. That bitch just spiting me. Shit's crazy, dude. Dude, it just cut my pee-pee, my horny's pee-pee. Why did it cut my horny's pee-pee?
Fire Emblem Heroes is approaching that with some of its text recently.
Like it's units or it's like lore?
Units. Not, the lore is... The stories are still pretty short.
Yeah, because like... If it's the effects, yeah, that's fucking annoying.
It's stuff like... it'll be like, okay, this weapon gives you... Oh, see, now this will be my turn. There's one in particular that... They have, thankfully, recently finally adopted the idea of, like...
Oh, that's not
using... using a term, but then defining the term within the skill, but below. So, like, rather than defining what it means to do. So here's the bit of text for this, the new story character. Like, that's how much text is just on her weapon, and of course you can't read that.
That's a lot of fucking text. Yeah, goddamn.
But the thing is, the bottom 2/3 of it is just the definition of one of the effects. So what it is it says.
Oh, at least it defines the effect, though.
Well, it does define the effect. What I would say is 2/3 of this is the definition. Sorry, let me be clear. So this says grants speed +3, period. Easy. Enables Canto 3 during turns 1 through 4. And then below it says, here's what Canto 3 means. Okay. And then it defines what, because Canto is a specific ability, and what it functionally, what that ability is traditionally that's given to cavalry units. And Canto means that once you move and perform an action like attack or, assist another ally, you move, you do your action, and then you get to move again.
Yeah, that's not so bad, though. At least it may seem like a lot, but at least it's defining the effect. And then once you know that...
well, I mean, not all of them are like that. So then let me find, there's another one that has... Yeah, it's not so bad, but it's like, grants attack +3 at the start of combat if unit's HP is greater than or equal to 25%, inflicts attack res -6 on foe during combat. At start of combat, if unit's HP is greater than or equal to 25% and unit is within 3 spaces of a cavalry or flying ally, unit makes a guaranteed follow attack, and also, if unit deals damage to foe during combat, restores 5 HP to unit, triggers even if 0 damage is dealt. That one, I don't know who holds the record right now for the longest and most ridiculous definition. Most of them are pretty reasonable, but recently there's been a lot of kind of ridiculous ones.
Yeah, so strategy brings up a thing, because he's familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh! But the things with Yu-Gi-Oh! That is fucking insane to me is cards do not have to remain on the field to go into effect. Which is insanity.
As in they can just have effects from your hand?
Well, okay, so you do know that there's trap cards in the game, right? They set for a turn,
and
then you can flip them up and whatever, and then they can be used, right?
Yeah.
You get the whole, you've activated my trap card.
Yes. Okay. I watched the show, at least. I know they don't play by the rules, but I've seen the show.
Right. So, okay. There's a card that I play. His name is Ancient Warrior Double Dragon Lord. And what his effect is, he has a bunch of effects, but the main one is he can send a card on your side of the field or hand to the graveyard and bounce a monster back, or bounce a face-up card on the field back to the opponent's hand. Super cool. Super good effect. It's a 1-for-1 trade, and it's bouncing, which is really good, because people... there's a lot of cards in the game that can protect against other stuff. Anyway, so what that means is there's also a card called... there's a trap card called Infinite Impermanence. And long story short, when you flip it face up, it negates a monster's effect. So that if effect monster is summoned, it no longer has an effect. So what can be done with these two things is, say your opponent's normal summons a effect monster and activates the effect. And then they have a face-up magic card or continuous... some other continuous card on the field.
Some effect.
They have some other face-up card on the field, and then they have another monster that has an effect. They normal summon the effect monster. Or a special summon or whatever. You can flip up the Infinite Impermanence, target the monster they just summoned. Infinite Impermanence will negate its effect. And then you can chain your Double Dragon Lord by sending the now flipped face-up Infinite Impermanence. So what this means is you flip up Impermanence, targeting the monster they summon that's an effect, and you have Double Dragon Lords. Double Dragon Lord's effect, targeting Infinite Impermanence to send to grave, target one of their cards to bounce back to their hand. And chains resolve backwards, so you have chain link 1, 2, 3, what have you. So it goes to, when you resolve a chain, it goes 2, 1, or 3, 2, 1. So Double Dragon Lords will resolve first, sending Infinite Impermanence to the graveyard to bounce a thing, And then infinite impermanence, even though it was sent from the field to the grave, will still resolve and still negate an effect, even though it is no longer on the field. It's asinine.
Because, okay.
Right?
Well, so basically because it's a chain reaction sort of thing. But that, I feel like that almost has to be the case just because otherwise your chain reaction could get broken in the middle and you could have some effect where you're like, I do A, and then you're like, I do B in reaction to A, and then I do C in reaction to B, but then...
No, your opponent can absolutely interact with you.
No, but what I'm saying is, like, you have this back and forth, right, where somebody does A, and then somebody responds with B, and then somebody responds with C in such a way that, like, things don't make sense. I could see that being a trap where you wind up in this, like, well, if you do it this way, then things don't even make sense. Where, like, you could have a card affecting another card, affecting another card, affecting another card in such a way that if you didn't allow every effect to happen, you could have some weird, like, yeah, where it's just like let's say you had card A does something, card B does something as just a response, not directly related to A, but like is when this happens, you can do this kind of thing. And then card C comes out as a that negates B, and then card D comes out that negates C or something weird.
That can happen.
And then yeah, but then like I could see something being like, okay, well, because I could see it being some weird situation where because you caused something to never happen, then something else doesn't work. Like where like my effect is that I summon a monster, and then the other person does something else, and then somebody does something else, and then at some point in the chain, somebody unsummons that monster, and then you can't target them with the thing, and so it's like the effect never should have triggered. Kind
Correct.
of weird nonsense.
That also can happen.
well, what I'm saying there is that like it does make an amount of sense to me that that as a protection of that, you just make sure that all the cards still do whatever they're going to do.
Yeah, even if they're on the field or not, which is
right. Just as a way of making sure that you don't have these paradoxes where you're responding or doing something to something that never happened or something like that.
It's crazy, dude. It's just the game. Some of the interactions in that game are.
No, I'm sure, and I'm sure that that's part of the fun and also part of the frustration, right?
A little bit of both. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's fucking rough.
This bitch is also giving me an item.
And then there's shit like cost. So cost means you have to do something, like it will trigger no matter what. There's nothing you can do to stop it. Like it will trigger. And then there's another effect where it's like, oh, this is the condition. Can you do
Your
it?
ice type got frozen?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was possible.
My fire type got frozen.
Oh, right. They swapped. That's right.
Fire type is
Leafeon. Okay. Been getting a lot of things that are weak to flying, so I'm glad I have.
Leafeon's cool. A Leafeon with drizzle, right? Sure.
I'm glad I have my Dodisco.
Michael, how are you doing, buddy? We were talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! And how fucking crazy it is. I like the game. It's fun, but man, sometimes it can be. Woo!
Leafeon should give good experience. Let's see. I'm trying to think if I have anything interesting to talk about.
Yeah, no, strategy, that's correct. Snatch Steal is a thing where Snatch Steal equips to the monster, and if the equip card is destroyed, Snatch Steal will then revert control back to the opponent. But what you could do is you could Snatch Steal, and then you could activate either emergency provisions, or you could activate Imperial Order, and it would not change field. Because what emergency provision says is it says send, it doesn't say destroy. And if equip cards are sent, they are not destroyed, therefore you still gain control. So it's the terminology difference. Being destroyed and being sent are different things in Yu-Gi-Oh!
There is a TM on this route, by the way, that I imagine you will want to try and get. Okay, Golett Traced Static.
Yep, that's correct. It's fucking crazy. Like, and it's interesting because there's cards that protect against like non-targeted destruction, but you can non-target send them to the graveyard, which is insane. It's not a children's card game. No, 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 no. That game is for adults. It's way too advanced to be a children's card game. My kiddo plays it and it's rough. Like he plays a fairly simple deck, so it's not so bad. But like it's difficult.
Altaria. Ugh.
Got a Flareon with Intimidate. That's actually Intimidate would be a good ability on Flareon.
Yeah, I could see that.
Nuts. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is expensive also. Let's talk about how fucking insane the TCG market is right now. Holy shit. Semi checks go burr. Like, if you can go to a Walmart or a Target or something and you find Pokemon cards of Shining Fates or Hidden Fates,
I can confirm that you can wake up immediately because it sang me, and I woke up. It went first, you sing, and I woke up in the same turn.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm sure that I've been seeing stuff about that in particular. That in particular, right now, people are having trouble getting any basically TCG card of anything moderately popular.
Yeah, people are buying the shit out of Pokemon cards, especially just the packs because there's Charizards that are shiny in them. But notice so Spirit Reapers face up. Opponent activates Snatch Steal. You chain MST. Chain resolves backwards. MST pops Snatch Steal. Snatch Steal still targets Spirit Reaper. And then Spirit Reaper's clauses, if this card is targeted, it is sent to the graveyard.
I should sing this thing, or I should taunt this thing.
So even if it's destroyed, its activation still happens, that it's still targeting something and trying to equip to it.
Alright, taunt. Why? I keep missing frickin' takedown, which is really obnoxious. I really need Bastiodon to learn a rock type move or a steel type move. He does not have anything stat right now.
My Thero Seed has rollout.
That's pretty good.
It's just all it knows.
This thing knows protect, taunt, metal sound, and takedown.
Ooh.
Which is rough.
I'm a fairly serious player, I would say. Not like insanely serious where I have the most meta cards that are very expensive that are $100 a piece, but I have meta relevant decks that are pretty good.
I have only landed takedown twice. There's the third time finally. I think I missed it not 8 times, like 6 or 7 times.
I've competed in 2 regionals so far. Well, that's because everything got shut down. If it wasn't for everything getting shut down, I probably would have gone to Oklahoma and Nebraska and probably St. Louis for regionals. And maybe Las Vegas, too, actually. I got invited to go to Las Vegas. Oh. Because one of the guys who plays with us, his parents live in Las Vegas, so we'd have a free place to stay.
Vegas is fun, can confirm.
So, I was thinking of doing that. It'd have been pretty cool. We would have drove the whole way, which would have been terrible.
That Dark Void?
Yeah.
What is Dark Void? I don't even know. Is that Darkrai's move?
Oh, wait, huh? Man, maybe you should play again. It's fun. It's a fun game. There's a Switch Yu-Gi-Oh! Game strategy.
No one can learn Dark Void. Opposing, yeah, this is the Darkrai AoE Hypnosis move.
Yes, and I think only Darkrai can learn it.
Well, but that's randomized compatibility, or randomized TMs mean whatever TM01 is.
All right, let me look up what TM01 is.
TM01, gosh, I don't know.
Dynamic Punch.
Really? That's TM01?
Oh, wait, sorry.
Okay.
No, wait. Hone
Well,
clause
it
in
depends on the
generation.
game.
Yeah, hone clause.
Okay, that makes sense. But that's also something that like plenty of stuff can learn home clause. So chances are I have something that can get it, but chances are I'll get something later. Ooh, Beldum. Okay.
Yeah. I'm on a team, and the only way we can be sponsored is if we put up results. So we upfront all the money if we go to a regional or something, and then if we place higher, it depends on like the event. So if it's like a national qualifier, if you place top 16, you get everything reimbursed. If you do top 32, you get half reimbursed. And then if everything else, you front the money. And then if you go to like the nationals and you do top 32, you get everything reimbursed. If you place like top 10, you get or top 5, you get money, or cards or whatever have you. So that's what happens for us.
I think I'm almost done with this route, but just in case, I'm going to heal up a few things. Okay. I would like to fight this small child.
Bushina has sunlight. Interesting. You meet some cool people when you play a card game, though. I will have to say that. I think that is pretty cool. I think that's the really fun thing about it is just
I imagine it's pretty
meeting
diverse.
people. There are yeah, there are some interesting people I've met because of it. Interesting thing is a lot of people who are in the military play card games because they have a good amount of excess income.
I can anecdotally confirm that.
It's kind of nuts, actually.
The guy I knew that I worked with, he was like a 40-year-old. He was a nerd, but like old school nerd, right? Like ham radio nerd, not
A nerd.
dork nerd. Yeah, but still, like we worked together and we were driving to site one time and he had me look something up on his phone, and the top link on his phone was um was like a cheat sheet for Magic the Gathering. So it was like a card lookup thing.
Nice.
You were not going fast enough on that rail, by
I
the
know.
way.
I remembered.
Have fun. Maybe you'll find another
That's
horde
another.
of shinies.
That's another horde that is exactly the same horde I had last time with a shiny primate.
I think the hordes might be the same every time.
There's a shiny.
I think
primate.
with how the randomizer works.
And I'm gonna run because I can't run. Stuff. That Haxorus has fucking Dragon Rage, and I don't want to fight it. Oh, let me out of here.
Can't run?
It said I couldn't get away.
Oh. Yeah, Ferroseed is really slow. It looks like I'm actually done with the route, so I'm going to go heal, but I won't get too far. I was going to ask my husband to go get me
damn it.
A drink refill, and maybe I'll just do that myself now, let you catch up.
Can't run. I want to get away.
Yeah, I'm going to look up, though. I have a thing pulled up so we can make sure we're getting all the all the TMs. Let's see, that was Route 5, which should have only just had the one. Yeah. And then now we're in Camp Freertown. And it has a TM from the assistant. I'm going to go get that one after I heal. And I think there's at least one, possibly two, in the.
Yeah, Yukio's a hell. I mean, any card game you play, any TCG is always a money investment. Like, regardless, if you do it right, you can either only pay for what you need all the time, or you can pay. You can make good decisions in products and trades and actually make money. Like the deck. Yeah, see Dragon Rage. God damn it. The deck I have, I made an investment in 3 cards that were like $60 at the time. Now those cards, due to the ban list that just happened, are $100 a piece. So it's like you can just absolutely make the money on it. It just happens.
Oh, that's big sad. You messed that up again.
Yeah, I did. I thought I was going fast enough.
It looks like you slowed down at the last second somehow. Here we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's Cassius. Nothing. Okay, then one of these people has a TM. Oh. Oh! It was the TM for Thief, but it's Odor Sleuth.
I don't actually. Oh, wait, I do need to because there's.
You have to do it. You have to do it that way, yeah. Odor Sleuth TM. That's a damn shame.
Yeah, judges is pretty cool. Grassy terrain.
That's not great, but it's not terrible.
Not great.
I don't think I can leave town yet, can I?
Right.
They're gonna be like, you have to see the castle before you. That said, there's Pokemon here, so all right. While you're finishing up this route, I'm gonna go BRB
Fine.
in the middle of an episode.
Unprofessional. Bro has a Metapod. Michael never answered how he's doing. And Thunder, how are you doing, buddy? Work has been kicking my ass lately. It's just we've had one thing after another, and then exchange hack. What? Are you talking about Yu-Gi-Oh? The card exchange? If you played the card exchange and then you had no cards in your hand, you just got a card, they changed that ruling. Ruling is no longer true. That is a wild Cresselia.
I have returned, and I see that you're fighting a Cresselia.
That is just a wild Cresselia. Uh-oh, Microsoft Exchange server data breach. Oh, that's pretty cool, man. Pretty cool.
Okay.
Man, that sounds
Got more
dope.
whiskey.
I love Microsoft. Perfect products in every way.
Well, I don't want to get too far ahead of you. Are you on the last trainer?
Yeah, I'm about to fight the little kid.
Okay.
Wow, that's insanity. 25,000?
250,000.
I said 25,000. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I can't do zeros. See, I can't read. I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh player. I just can't read. 250,000.
I guess I can go start looking for my next shiny. Maybe what I'll do is... Oh, no, I'm thinking of the big castle. This is the boring little castle.
That makes me want to play B. I don't have my thing for my... I could put...
Oh, I wonder what the... Oh, we have to fight the Snorlax. I actually think I remember hearing that the Snorlax isn't randomized for some reason or something.
That's weird.
It might be like a weird exception.
That's... Okay. Why would I
I
not
can't
be?
go... I don't know. I think it's... I think I remember hearing something about how it can't be randomized or something. Berry farming place. Tell me about your berry farm. Fine.
I don't believe we even use Exchange.
Do you use Microsoft Outlook?
Yes, but it's not a server that's on premises.
If you use Outlook, you use Microsoft Exchange. Exchange is just the like authentication for Microsoft products.
Hmm.
So if you use Outlook, you almost certainly have.
Only thing we
You almost
use.
certainly use it. Yeah.
This bitch has moonlight. She won't die.
Just run. Can you run?
I can. I just want to kill her.
Oh my goodness. Do you have Leech Seed? I saw it was also using Double Team too. It's double teaming and moonlighting. I don't know if you're gonna get it.
I mean,
All right. There's some free items and stuff in this place. Miracle Seed. Actually, I already have one of
what
those.
if I ice it down?
I mean, it's not weak to that.
Oh.
Slow it down, but you're not gonna.
What if I freeze it solid?
You can keep trying. I just don't think it's gonna work.
Freeze! Nope.
Okay.
No. We only use like
Office 365. Oh, if your business hosted on their servers.
yeah,
Okay.
that's what it is.
Office 365
It's everything. It's Word
Well,
and all that stuff.
it's a specific name of a specific Microsoft server service. It's weird and confusing. I don't know all the details.
This bitch.
It's more complicated than you think it is.
I mean, can't be that.
It's a background service, not a program that you use.
Right. I guess we can talk about video
All right.
games now.
Yeah, Monster Hunter comes out tomorrow. I'm playing Bravely Default 2. Still.
We're also playing Valheim.
We started Valheim.
It's so
which I can
fun.
officially say it's a fun little game. I probably will not latch onto it and play it for a long period of time, but it's fun.
It's only, I mean, it's only $20, so you're not really out that much. I mean,
And these days, if I purchase a game, if I get an hour for every $10 I spend, it's not a waste of money. Like that's my bare minimum. If I get 1 hour per $10, like I spent $60 on the new Super Mario Party. I've played it 5 to 6, 7 times now. Worth it as far as I'm concerned. Like as an adult, I could spend more money on a night out doing something else, you know?
yeah. I do kind of agree. I'm finding it harder and harder to get the motive to finish some games just because there's just other shit that like all of a sudden changed my interests or something like that.
Well,
like,
it's not even that to me. It's just the fact that like I'm just not super susceptible to the increasing prices of video games these days, because as an adult I'm realizing that if I get a decent amount of enjoyment out of it, well, I don't really care if it was $80 or whatever. Again, you could spend $80 on a nice night out on the town or whatever,
yeah, I mean,
right?
it's true. You absolutely could. You could absolutely.
You could spend $80 for
You could
6
spend
hours
$80 going to a decent dinner and going to see a movie. And that will
Right,
be
yeah.
$80 probably.
Right. So like the idea that an $80 video game is a waste if it only is
5 or 6
if it's
hours.
only 50 hours, because like no one's going to sell a 5 or 6 hour game for $80.
Right.
But like if it's some AAA game that's 100 and some odd hours long, I don't care if it's $80. That seems like a really reasonable price to me.
Yeah.
All right, get into the next town. You get going.
I'm also in the camp of what the hell's going on here? Oh, it was like talking to me.
Yeah, he's given you an item or whatever. I don't understand that menu either. I get trapped in it.
Yes. Yeah.
That first house, by the way, is the one with the TM.
I agree. I don't really care about rising prices in video games, but I do my research on what games I want to buy anyway, and I don't buy every fucking game that comes out. I do purchase a lot of games on sale or in Leech. Okay.
That's really good.
I can teach that to my horny. No.
And maybe he probably doesn't have claws, so I don't think he can.
No, never mind.
But I mean,
anyway, I do research on my games and such, so it's like it doesn't. Or I buy them on sale if I were like looking for them or what have you.
You should totally teach Electivire Horn. Is Electivire's physical attack okay? Because it's a physical move.
Oh, all of them can learn acid spray. That's interesting.
But Hornleech is a physical draining grass type move. And yeah, I mean,
Yeah. It's expensive, dude.
oh yeah, no, I'm just saying that like I was talking about in the context of like 2 people night on the town. Right. Oh right. Oh no, I can't get in the grass yet. But what you can do, by the way, these bushes have Pokemon that will jump out of them. And so you can see what those are, and if you really like that Pokemon, you could try to just get that one. Because it should be the same encounter every time. Because in the base game, it's like Audino and one other thing. So there's like 2 things that can jump out of the bushes here.
But yeah, Monster Hunter Rise is coming out tomorrow. It's kind of like it's not really a spiritual successor. It's kind of just an engine.
It's just the next Monster Hunter game.
It's an engine copy of Monster Hunter World.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
I mean, it's running. It looks like it's running. It's exactly the same engine.
I mean, I didn't see that item down there.
Oh,
Fire Rotom with Drought. That's scary. That's
very scary. Holy shit.
That's a trainer battle too. I can't get away.
I mean, Anjanath and Baroth and all those things, they all look the same, really. So, I mean, it looks like...
Well, they probably import the models, but I don't think they're running the same engine on the Switch that they were running on...
It looks pretty similar. It looks pretty close.
I don't know.
You go north? Is that where the next thing is?
You have to go north first, yeah. And then you just page through some dialogue real fast.
Okay. So, we're deciding if we're going to get it or not. But
on one hand, oh my god, I'm paralyzed and confused.
Like, I like playing Monster Hunter. It's fun. On the other hand, it's through the Switch, which doesn't have a good party system to play with friends with. It's not multiplayer party. It's solo...
Solo story.
It's solo story, not multiplayer story, which I don't necessarily want to go through the story by myself. Like, just don't. I would much rather play with friends, play the story through the story.
All right.
So, and then we have Valheim to play. I made Kitty do a list of games that we haven't finished on stream that we need to finish. So I'll be trying to complete that soon as well. Pokemon Snap will be the end of next month, and we're already almost at the end of March. And then after that is done, Mass Effect. I have to play 3 Mass Effect games.
And that's going to be... It's going to take you a while.
That's a lot.
Let's just be clear.
That's a lot of hours.
That's going to be all your gaming hours for a while, assuming that nothing amazing comes out in the meantime that you want to play.
I don't know if I'll play them all like in succession. That's a lot.
I mean, it's a lot, sure, but so I understand you there.
I might do like...
But one, honestly, they get longer as you play, so the first one's not so bad.
I might do like 1 and 2, and then like
well, and maybe you'll get hooked.
And then I'll probably get burnt out a little bit, and then try and finish another game, maybe like Age of Calamity or something, depending on where we're at.
You should be able to. I think you'll be able to get to Age of Calamity before Mass Effect comes out.
I think we're halfway done with Age of Calamity right now.
You are not.
Right?
You are not.
No?
You haven't. You just got the last champion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not even close.
Oh, okay. Well,
you're like a quarter of the way, maybe.
Damn, I looked it up, and it's not that long of a game, and we had like 15 hours on it.
There's let me look up how many missions there are.
I need to finish Persona 5 Strikers. I don't know. I just wasn't... I like it, but...
You have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 missions. Oh, wait, no, because you got Hestu.
Yeah, I got Hestu. 5,
6, 7, 8.
Morocco
so
Boy.
you have done 8 missions, and there are 20. So you're not halfway.
We're almost halfway. We're 2
You're
missions away from
almost halfway, but some of those later missions are themselves. Some of the later missions are themselves. I didn't see what Pokemon it was sending out. Some of the later missions are 30, 40 minutes by themselves, and then there's also there's a lot of side content that you're going to work on too. So. But
can't be that bad.
I mean, it's a good time. You'll enjoy it.
Do you fight this guy? Does this guy?
No, he doesn't fight you. There's a trainer just down the road. You got to fight her before you do anything else.
This one here?
Yeah. No, you can't go down in the grass yet. Yeah, that lady. But then, like I said, there will be stuff that jumps out of the grass.
Fucking
Swampert. That's. But I'm fighting that trainer right now, by the way. Oh my God, Iron Defense! I want you to learn an attacking move.
I don't know. Like at the same time, I haven't played a game with one of our friends in a while, and it's fun. But
that's sort of where I'm at with it. I don't really think that this game is gonna be my cup of tea, but I also could really go for playing a game with a bunch of my friends again.
You liked
the thing
World,
is,
though, didn't you? So.
Oh, I put tons of hours into World. I'm pretty sure I played it longer than any of you guys.
We played
because you guys give up on games faster than I do. If I latch on to a game, I play it longer than
We beat everything in the game though.
Yeah,
that's why we dropped it. It's like, oh, we beat everything, and then we came back when it had.
No, I'm not saying that you guys were wrong to do that. I'm just saying that like I played, whether it was for short amounts of time or long amounts of time, anytime we do a collective thing, I either play longer or I take way too long to get attached to it. So, for example, in the case of PUBG, I was really late to the party.
Oh yeah, that's very true.
And so, like, we all kind of gave up at the same time, but I was super late to the party on that one. And there's been a few others like that where I was late to the party and didn't play very much. So then I tried to start doing the opposite. I was like, okay, well, if I'm always going to be late to the party, I'm going to make a conscious effort to get on the train early and really commit to it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But then what has recently started happening is I do that, but then you guys lose interest, which again, not anyone's fault, but like Fall Guys, like
right.
I had to beg you guys to play. We played a few times and had fun, but then you guys were done with it in like two weeks, and I was like, we've barely started to play this game, and I'm having a blast, and everyone was like, no, I'm not having fun anymore.
They have done a bunch of other,
which is fine.
Game.
I'm kind of want to play season 4 because it looks really fun.
It looks pretty cool. I need to make sure. I don't have it on my PS5, but I still have it on the PS.
Okay, here's a Pokemon jumping out of a bush. What's you gonna be? I do like Venipede. But there's so many more Pokemon in these other routes, and I don't.
Oh, it's really blue.
Favorite. I would catch it if I didn't already have a Mimikyu themed Banette.
But I mean, you have to veto it, and then you have to catch the next thing.
Yeah, I know. Whatever it is, and I have literally seen no other Pokemon on this route.
Oh, I just tried to fucking. I forgot that he's ground. I'm so stupid.
Let me put it this way: I do not think I would be willing to cut anyone from my team to grab a Venipede. So just the fact that this thing would almost certainly just live in a box anyways means that I feel comfortable vetoing it.
I agree, strategy. Fall Guys is kind of a come and go to me, in my opinion.
I could play that game if I had friends that consistently played that game. If I had friends that consistently played that game, I could play that game. I could still be an avid player of that game. Whereas with
PUBG as the example before.
Yeah, but I really enjoyed Fall Guys. If I had friends that were actively interested in continuing to play that game long term, I would still be playing it with you guys all the time or whatever. But you guys aren't doing that, and that's half the fun for me. So I'm not going to keep playing it, which is a bummer. But it is how it goes. On the other hand, I don't know. It's just they did. I will say, Fall Guys Season 4 officially added like a team mode where your whole team plays and wins together, but I don't know how that works. I don't know mechanically how they do support that with like the individual games that you play.
No idea.
But that is something that they added.
I know that I have quite a few games to finish. But luckily, there's not a bunch out that's come.
Strategy, you're not wrong. I definitely feel that way sometimes.
A bunch of games coming out, or there's not a bunch of games coming out, and I don't know really. Besides Mass Effect and app that I'm really going to be purchasing anyway.
That's why I was saying I think you'll be fine to play Mass Effect for a while because I don't really know.
I gotta play Cyberpunk eventually. I do own it.
Yeah,
but it crashed so many times when I first bought it that I didn't want to play.
I mean, I think you should play.
And we gotta finish
Skyward Sword HD when it comes out,
God,
but I also don't think that's gonna happen either.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
It doesn't have motion controls. That was like your only real argument against it was the motion controls.
It was very long very long.
Yeah. It's not. It is shorter than many other Zelda games. I mean, it is shorter than Majora's Mask, which is your favorite.
I love Majora's.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It
not Majora's to start though. Majora's Mask throws you into shit. You become a Deku immediately.
Well, yeah, but then you spend 3 days wandering around the starting town with like one task to do. You have to kill 3 days at the beginning. And
I also have Venipede. Interesting.
That is interesting indeed. But like you have to spend 3 days in the first town. You cannot leave it before those 3 days.
They go by pretty quick though.
The only thing you have to do is find the Great Fairy, right?
Right.
That's the only actual thing that you're required to do to get into the tower is get the fairy, right? Maybe you have to do the thing with the bombers. I can't remember. But like that first cycle, there's basically nothing to do. You just have to explore. And admittedly, it's not handholdy, but you're also very much, you're not on rails, but you're in a cage. And of course, you have a goddamn Dialga.
You've seen Talkin and Dialga now.
I don't even know what to do about Dialga. The thing doesn't have very many weaknesses.
Dragon Steel.
Yeah, that thing has
fighting
and ground, but I don't have any fighting or ground moves, so
that's gonna be a little rough.
But
I think Skyward Sword is still longer.
I disagree.
It's a long tutorial, and then you go down into a barren, open world of nothing for a significant amount.
No, the moment you get out of Skyloft, you immediately talk to the character, and then you go into the forest and you start doing the first like pre-dungeon situation.
I mean, even Mac agreed. Well, another one of our friends agreed with me that Skyward Sword is rough.
His beef, I thought, was just that it isn't very replayable, which is true.
Which is because it is that you're going to replay it.
It is ultimately. I don't know if I will. I just replayed Skyward Sword last year, so I don't. As cool as it is that Skyward Sword HD is coming out, I'm not going to be a day one purchaser just because I just played it.
No, I probably. Now, if they were ever to get Twilight Princess back up, which I don't think they will, because they had it on Wii U and Wii.
Well, they've been porting everything from the Wii U. They've ported Wii U ports as well.
Oh, so okay. So maybe they would. If they do that, I will absolutely get that, because that does seem like one I would really enjoy.
But the only thing there is it would be a port of a port, because it would be a port of the HD.
Whatever. Don't care. I'll play it.
But they could do it.
Give it to me. Give it to me.
I do think you would enjoy Skyward Sword if you got past it. It has some of the best dungeon design in the game, in the like franchise. Some of the dungeons are very, very well put together and stuff, which is really cool. All right, I'm immediately gonna not do the objective, and I'm gonna go look for these TMs and see what Pokemon I have. I don't want to fight people right now.
Is this all Route 6?
This is all one big route.
Okay.
The side areas have different encounters,
Okay.
but
Good. But
they
that
even have slightly different encounters from each other,
it
I
means new.
think.
It means different.
Yeah. But for the sake of it, one encounter for this whole area, just because that would be a little too much.
Ah,
Um,
Looming Craniados.
why am I fighting a why not? This is actually incredibly dangerous. Okay.
Why not?
Um, huh.
Ha!
Um, I feel like there was some other little bit. Oh, apparently Hades just won a bunch of gaming awards today.
It's out on
Um,
physical
the
Switch now.
BAFTAs.
Yeah, I saw.
Apparently, the BAFTAs do video game stuff now.
Yeah, I saw that.
I do not
Only
want to. Why not? I
only
am tempted.
because one of the voice actress that I follow, she was up for
Yeah.
a nomination. She lost the person who did Last of Us, Laura Bailey, who did Last of
Oh
Us.
well. Yeah, and is Laura Bailey's not Ellie? Laura Bailey's the other woman, I think.
Yeah, she won.
She freaking killed it. The perform all else aside, Last of Us 2 had a lot of production problems that I don't agree with, but goddamn, that game is something else. The performances in it are stunning.
Yeah, first one's really good.
I would like to play.
Last of Us Remaster is on PS4. You could play it, or not remaster. It's just like the HD collection.
I think it's on the PlayStation.
On PlayStation now.
5, PlayStation 5 Plus collection or whatever it's called.
You can play it for free.
Yeah,
super cool.
We obviously own it, but yeah, I could play it on 5 and play the like updated version.
It's just the PS4 one.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh,
this thing had Arena Trap and a berry.
Maractus.
Oh, that would be fun. That would be something interesting to use.
Would be. Never used one before.
At least for a little while too. You wouldn't have to use it for very long.
And for a strategy, if you're trying to get a PS5, keep your eyes open because a lot of people have been getting stock a lot faster now. Stock has been increased a significant amount. So, we'll probably be able to get one sooner rather than later if you're I saw just today there was several stocks that went. Several people went up for GameStop, Target, and Best Buy. Along with a PlayStation Direct line went up yesterday.
Hades apparently won the BAFTA Game of the Year for the record.
That's good.
They won Game of the Year, and they won Logan Cunningham, who's the voice of Hades, as well as a bunch of other people. Won like Best Supporting Actor, and then they won Best Art Direction, and then I think they won a fourth one as well.
I mean, deserved.
Agreed.
Macargo. Thought it was Slug one for.
That'd be cool. That'd also be a fun one.
It would be. I actually don't.
I have a couple fire moves, but I do not have a fire Pokemon.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have Vulpix. I'm stupid.
Registeel now?
Wow, you've seen Regirock and Registeel now.
Yep. I don't know how I'm going to beat that thing.
Registeel?
Yeah, I don't have it. I still don't have any ground moves.
You have fire, though, don't you?
I do have fire.
I don't understand how a water Pokemon... What it is.
How
do you burn water, huh? How do you burn water?
Boil it.
Is that burning it? That's not burning it. You are changing its state. You are not burning it.
Right, this thing might have explosion. It has lock on, so I don't think it just has explosion, but I'm still worried. Maybe I can make it flinch.
I don't think changing the state of matter is
Oh, there's the explosion. That might just kill both of them.
Good thing this isn't a full Nuzlocke.
Hippopotas lived. That's fine. He'll at least get all the experience.
That's dumb.
We'll go heal up after this, though.
You have terrible luck at the.
I do have terrible luck.
Oh, Whirlipede. So I have Venipede and Whirlipede. Cool.
Nice.
Neat.
All right, I'm gonna go back and heal. This is taking forever. I wish there was a Healy person up by the mansion, but I don't believe there is.
Um. So yeah, I don't know. I think I'll probably pass on the new Monster Hunter.
I think so too. I just, especially because the party stuff, especially because our one friend who's going to be he's going to be the most devoted to playing it, is saying that he wants to do the solo stuff first, which is perfectly fine. By all means, that's his like prerogative. But if he's not even interested in doing the party stuff first, then I'm not going to make a particularly strong effort for
I
it.
would probably agree with. I don't know. Also, I don't know who else is getting it.
Another shiny Venipede, but I already vetoed it, so I'm not catching it. Already vetoed.
I don't know who else is. That's a Cleffa.
That could be. I mean, it evolves a couple times. Yeah.
So if it's
Yeah.
just three of us, then I don't even know if I want to get it because it's not four of us.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm currently gonna focus on
Bravely Default 2.
Bravely Default 2. I do still need to knock out that last battle of Bravely Default 1, but maybe I should use. I do have a honey. Maybe I should call in a horde and see if I get something. Especially since I've already vetoed, so if I get another double shiny, I can pick. And Bravely Default 2, absolute blast so far. It has, so I discovered recently, it has, as part of the story it unlocks,
Oh,
it
I'm
has
so
a, like,
dumb. Tried to use a freaking dragon move against a fairy.
it has a, I only have, okay, I only have 3 honeys. It has a, like, a mini game that you can play.
Mm-hmm.
But it is a, oh, the honey didn't call a horde. It just called a single Pokemon. I guess I can't get hordes here. That's a disappointment. Um, but the mini game itself is actually super fun. It's like it's this is gonna sound weird. It's like deck building plus Othello.
Oh, I love Othello.
It's deck building plus Othello. So
Man, that's a throw. How
it's
many
actually
people
really
actually know
fun.
what Othello is?
Dude, I played Othello all the time. It was like my dad's favorite game. That was the board game we played together, and we played it all the
I
time.
love Othello.
But no. So what it is the board is a 5x5 grid.
Okay.
Okay, I have squares, and you have a Greninja. All right. 5x5 grid of squares, and you have cards. Both players will have 6 cards in their hand, and that is you have your hand, but it's your entire deck. So it's very short games. But what those do is when you play a card,
Yeah.
it colors in tiles on the board with your color.
Ooh, Phantom. Oh, shiny.
So you play a card and it fills in some number of tiles on the board with your color. And then your opponent can go and they play a card and it fills in some number of squares. Now, it does have the Othello mechanic where if you play in such a way that you have your color bookends their colors, you take those tiles. But also there's the mechanic of so the cards you play place multiple tiles. Most of them place multiple tiles at once. There will be a base tile, and then there'll be some number of extra tiles, and they'll be in different patterns depending on the card you have, right?
Okay.
And the extra tiles, so you can only place your base tile on an empty tile, but the extra tiles can overlap with your opponent's tiles. And so you play as blue, your opponent plays as red. If you play your base tile such that one of your extra tiles is on top of a red tile, it actually cancels it and makes it back into a neutral tile.
Huh. Okay.
And so you can combine, so you can not only can you capture stuff, but you can also just negate tiles and make them not have effects.
You
But
ever
then
wonder why RPGs make side games like that?
Probably just because they work on them as side projects for funsies, and then they figure out how to put them in a game.
Oh, okay.
And then some other aspects of the game. Hi, Conkelder,
Oh,
Conkelder,
okay.
whatever. In addition to that, so that's the basis, right? So you can negate tiles and you can capture tiles in all directions, like Othello. Like diagonals are respected. Um, then, in addition to that, there are tiles that can have effects. So where you like place a tile, um, and it has an effect on that tile, which maybe affects other parts of the board or your opponent's plays or whatever, right? Basically, you can do stuff, and that effect lives on the tile. And if you capture or neutralize the tile, the effect goes away. And then, in addition to that, the cards, right? Like I said, they had different patterns on them.
Mm-hmm.
The cards are different enemies and characters from the game, and they have different families. So there's humanoid cards and aquatic cards and spirit cards and beast cards, and the effects can stack with different families. So you can have a card that strengthens all beast cards regardless of affiliation or something like
Interesting.
that. And so you can play different effects that take stuff like that into account. So genuinely quite fun. I enjoy just playing that mini game by itself.
It's yeah, as I said, it's interesting to like.
Oh my god, a ground type move. Thank you. He's learning takedown and dig on the same
That's
turn, which
pretty
is
good.
very strange. But that dig is awesome.
It's interesting to like think back and see how many games, how many of the like specifically JRPG have just random ass mini. And there's so
Yeah,
many.
and this is there was a character, the character who gives it to you. You go play the game a few times, and then once you've played the game a couple times, if you beat her, you can fight her and you get a new job.
Oh, that's
You get
cool.
the gambler job, which the gambler job is crazy. One of the moves is it's a lot of them are based on like roulette wheel stuff.
Final Fantasy VI
And
has a gambler class.
this one of the moves is called like I can't remember, I don't remember what it's called now. Elemental wheel or wheel of elements or something like that. And it rolls a
Waka?
number between 1 and 10, and then it rolls an element. And then you perform that number of that element attacks,
Ooh, I wonder
which can
if.
be very strong if you get a high number. And it includes non-elemental attack as well.
Wait, what? Flame
Oh, this
birth?
side has why not too. Ugh, I don't want a why not. Yeah, Flame Burst has splash damage. That's what makes it special.
Yeah, I'll replace Fire Spin for Flame Burst, sure.
I would agree with that choice. Is
Um,
there one?
but
Oh, there's a Lilligant. I could just get a Lilligant here.
Final Fantasy X's 20-year anniversary is this year.
Interesting.
So, Square, please make Final Fantasy X3. Would appreciate it.
Oh, is there only? It says there's only one TM. Southwest part of the East Garden. Oh, apparently the only TM is on the east side. Oops, my bad. I came to the west side because I thought there were TMs on both.
I'm on the east side, right? Okay.
Yeah, I actually genuinely Bravely Default 1 I think has some really cool moments and some really great character building and a bunch of really really cool aspects of it, but I find it hard to recommend because of how rough the back half of the story is. That is not a joke. It is genuinely that bad.
Really?
Um it's just very boring. It's just very problematic and boring. It's just
I keep running into this fucking bunnery.
I keep running into why nots, and I'm very upset
I
about
would rather run into why nots than bunnery.
um But and Bravely Default is long and it doesn't handle side quests as well. It has some really cool stuff, don't get me wrong, but it is not as good as Bravely Second, and both of them are not as good as Bravely Default 2. So would genuinely recommend Bravely Default 2 as a JRPG that is genuinely interesting
And
and
it
fun.
is a side story. I don't have to play the other ones to understand it. It's a separate. It's
I
like
think so.
it's Final Fantasy 1 into Final Fantasy 2, right?
I think so because Bravely Second was the sequel to Bravely
Right.
Default.
Okay. I might. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
oh,
my
oh,
God! Catch that! Catch
oh,
it! Catch it! Catch it!
ah,
Catch it!
I
That's
have to.
amazing! Holy shit!
One pursuit. It's a legendary. One pursuit's not.
You are 10 levels
right?
above it.
All right, I'll peck instead. I don't
Perfect.
think I would have killed it. Oh, great! You have flame.
Oh my
body.
God! That's
Awesome.
insane. That's insane.
And ancient power.
If you catch that thing, oh my God. That is just
okay.
gonna sweep teams.
It's very low level and it's gonna take a while too. I don't know what to do to.
Your attack is
Gotta
lowered because
weaken
of
it.
burn. You could probably pursue it now.
That's actually probably a good point. As long as I don't crit, I think
God, I
I'm
hope.
fine. Yeah,
Oh
I'm
yeah.
totally fine.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Oh, it knows Dragon Breath.
Oh.
It's a monster of a Pokemon.
I was really hoping it would make contact because I have static.
It's a monster of a Pokemon. Ancient Power, Dragon Breath, Flame Body is the ability. Holy shit!
Can't. Bastiodon will go out when I need to stall them through because I'm gonna have to chuck every Pokeball I have at this thing.
Does that have like Thundershock or anything?
I got Flame Burst, which won't be very effective.
You have Spark as well, which would be okay.
Which would be neutral, but I'd get Stab. I'd be worried about Spark. But Flame Bomb should be fine.
Birds
Flame
won't
Burst.
migrate in Australia because it doesn't get that cold there.
Oh, that actually did more damage than I thought.
Birds are
Wasn't
migratory
bad.
because it gets cold, correct?
Birds migrate for a lot of different reasons.
And mating as well, right?
Food availability, weather generally, not just because of temperature, but just weather generally.
So Australia's pretty standard, like temperature all the time. It's always just fucking hot. So I don't think they migrate in Australia.
Well, it's cool on the coasts. Oh god, that was so close. I almost killed it.
Does it? I don't know. I've never been, so I don't know. I would like to know. I would like to go sometime. Find out.
I'm gonna chuck my dream ball, even though I have.
Oh, do it! Do it!
There's no way. I'm actually pretty sure it actually just doesn't work. I'm pretty sure they just have a 0 catch rate outside of the forest or whatever.
Oh, damn. Okay.
There might be some amount of migration. I could imagine things migrating a little bit in Australia, but yeah, not much.
I have no idea. I'm not a bird expert.
I'll throw a luxury ball at it. I'm just gonna kind of throw
absolutely. If you catch
I do have great balls, which I'll save. Oh my god, 3 shakes.
Chad wants to learn Euro ball.
Euro ball.
I'm funny. Come on. That is pretty funny. I don't know if we would.
3 shakes again.
Us being smartasses, I'm not sure. I don't think that works out. I don't think that checks out. I don't think that's true.
What?
Us being smartasses. I don't think that's a thing. Oh my god, a shiny Chimchar. Or shiny Monferno.
That's pretty good. You gonna go? Wait, you already vetoed something, didn't you?
No, I didn't. This is my first shiny on the route.
You gonna go for it then?
I think so. Because the other options are Bunary. Like if I.
Oh yeah, you've been fighting actual trash.
Like I've been fighting.
Even if you don't keep this thing, it's probably better.
I'm fighting ass right now. He's purple. I like him. He's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'll catch him probably. It's not a Giratina. That also
I'm having a
knows
hell of a time catching him though.
fucking what?
Ominous Wind,
Oh my-
which also can Ominous Wind and Ancient Power can both boost every stat.
Oh my god. That thing is a
All right, I'm gonna chuck a couple great balls.
that thing is a
stuff hasn't been
monstrosity of a Pokemon. Thunderwave. Zit.
I don't know if I have a revive.
Oh boy.
Because if I can't, oh wait, no, literally none of its stuff has made impact yet, has it? None of it's been contact moves, so static's never going to work.
Poke.
And I don't have Thunder Wave to my knowledge.
All right, so I need to probably hit this guy with something, but I don't know what to hit it with. Pin missile won't do a lot, right? Right? Wait, it's a fire Pokemon.
No.
What if I just hit it with Ember?
Hit it with Pin Missile. Pin Missile's bug.
That's true. Pin missile is bug. But Ember probably won't do a lot, right? Even though I'm like 10 levels above it.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Not to mention, you're definitely not going to hit it 5 times, so.
I'm going to hit it with Ember. Okay, yeah, we're good.
Yeah, I don't know strategy about what migratory stuff, because I barely even pay attention. The only thing I know locally that migrates is geese. We get Canada geese sometimes of the year. We don't have them other times of the year. That's the only thing I actively know of, and I'm sure there are a ton of things that migrate.
I mean, a lot of birds do.
Yeah, like I'm sure there's a lot of things, but I don't know them all.
Yeah, we have a lot of birds here that do.
I'm sure there's a lot of bugs that do as well.
Speaking of birds, though, my cardinals are coming back. I saw them today.
Speaking of birds, this weekend or like Monday morning, I got up from my desk to go to the kitchen, and my husband had done that just a little bit before, and I heard him get into the kitchen and just go, "Oh." I was like, "Hey, what's up?" And then I walked into the kitchen and I looked into our backyard, and there were like 200 crows in our backyard.
That's a lot of crows.
I was just like, "Oh."
That's a lot of crows.
A lot of crows.
Holy cow, that's a lot of crows. What happens
Yeah,
if you run out of Pokeballs and you don't catch this?
I don't get to keep it.
That is a big
I have 23 Pokeballs, but I'm genuinely having worse luck with the Great Balls. I was getting more shakes out of the other stuff.
The geese are terrible. Geese should go rot in a hole. Oh, come on. Monferno. What are we going to name this Monferno, by the way?
What are we going to name this Giratina if I get it?
Ooh, it has to have a cool...
Oh my god.
Name it Ghastly. That's stupid. That's so stupid. What's a cool, like... dragony ghosty? Ooh, what's the dragon from Monster Hunter that spits the fucking poison shit?
Pookie Pookie?
No. The one that spits like
Rathian?
No, the one that spits oh, he's a bitch to fight. He's the ancient dragon.
Namiel?
No. The one that cuts your HP if you don't eat or whatever.
Oh, I know this.
That's myalgia is what it whatever it is.
Miasma?
Miasma, sorry. It spits that stuff. It's the ancient dragon that's all decrepit.
Oh, the yellow
Starts with a V.
Valhazak.
Valhazak.
Yes.
You should name it that.
I could name it Valhazak. If I can catch it.
I can't catch this Monferno. He just won't go in a Pokeball. He's paralyzed and low health, and he's just saying, fuck you, dude.
Mine's not even paralyzed because it wouldn't make contact with anything.
Everything it was special.
Thankfully, Bastiodon can just tank this like no one's business. I'm gonna throw my Premier Ball. We'll pray.
Well, dude.
Yeah, at this point I'm out of Great Balls, so everything's the same. I literally do not think I can hit it and do. Well, actually, I might be able. It has raised its stats, I think, twice.
I would not. It has like 3 HP. Oh, there we go. I got my Monferno. I don't know.
I just don't know what. It would have to be something that's not very effective and not stab, and it would have to be a move that explicitly does 1 HP of damage.
That's.
If I get down to the last Pokeball, what I'll do is I'll send in.
No, just save state and then just keep throwing it.
No, we're not gonna do that. I'll send in Petalil and she will use Leech Seed because it would probably live through one bit of Leech Seed sapping.
All right.
No, I don't know. Now I can't tell looking at that bar.
That's like 2 HP, if not.
It's very, very little, yeah.
Yeah, you need a critical catch, hopefully.
Which I'm not gonna get with this. I don't have enough Pokemon to start getting those.
Oh! Oh, God.
That's like the 4th time it's done 3 shakes.
What am I naming this stupid monkey?
Primeape.
No. That's another Pokemon. Even though I said it for Ghastly. Stupid monkey. Perfect. Stupid monkey.
Oh my god.
Will that fit?
Maybe without a space?
It'll fit like that.
Stupid monk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. I hate this monkey.
I'm gonna be so mad if I can't catch this thing.
Dude, it's so pretty. I caught my what will be an Infernape if I just choose to ditch the...
So I got 14 more Pokeballs.
I don't think I'll choose to ditch the Vulpix.
There's a decent chance.
I think I'll keep the Vulpix.
I have an okay chance of actually.
You have a decent chance of catching it, yeah, absolutely.
I do think I need to heal my Bastiodon real fast. Just in case it crits or something.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
Not that I don't have other stuff, but like... nothing can tank like this Bastiodon can, so... Let's throw my netball.
Dude, you never know.
I do really like in Pokemon games catching Pokemon with balls that are like not
like what they're supposed to be. Absolutely.
Yeah, like catching a fire Pokemon in a dive ball. All right, 13 Pokeballs. That's all I got left.
You can do it.
You've used everything else.
That'll be fun. That's enough. You can do it.
I mean, I've definitely used more than that so far.
You can do it. I mean, once you have this Pokemon, you're set forever.
And if I don't catch it, well, then I have learned my lesson, and I will buy a lot more Pokeballs. I will just spend all of my money.
I'm going to buy Pokeballs now because we're talking about it.
Oh my god. Yeah, if I get down to the last Pokeball, I'm going to be tempted to try to hit it one more time with something.
Just save state it. No one will know. I mean, it's Giratina.
No, I'm not going to save state. No, I'm not going to do it.
All right, okay.
And you're not allowed to either.
But it's Giratina.
I'll be honest, I don't actually like Giratina that much.
It's a dragon. So... it's cool.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
All right, about 10 Great Balls and 20 more Pokeballs. And I'm just going to go sit in front of...
the castle. Yeah, that for sure, that'll be where we end tonight. Whether or not I catch this...
I mean, this will be the conclusion of the episode if you catch this or not.
Well, okay, fair enough.
Leave this shit on a cliffhanger. Fucking nail biter, man. It's so cool that it's green and black. I love it. I love the color scheme.
Oh my god, 8 more. Come on. I wish I had a status. I need to triple check that I don't have another status ailment, but I don't think I do.
You can't.
Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. I have yawn.
You can. Oh, you can absolutely put it to sleep. I'm gonna just save right
yawn.
in front of the gate.
I'm a fucking moron.
Because the gate will be the whole thing afterward.
I probably would have caught it with my Great Balls if it was yawned.
Yeah, you
was
might
asleep.
have.
This thing's not gonna live as well as Bastiodon will, though. This thing's gonna get like 2-shot. Oh, okay.
Take 3 hits.
Oh, great! I'm paralyzed.
Oh, you're fucked. Will Yawn hit? It's a ghost.
Yeah. Yawn's status moves don't count towards the type effectiveness. I'm just gonna use a regular potion.
You'll be fine.
The only thing is I don't think I have a revive. Oh, no! No!
Oh, no! Oh my god. Oh my god.
Well, okay.
I clipped it. Oh my god.
Oh, I don't want to fucking fight this bitch.
Please tell me they got that.
Really?
Oh my god. I gotta look at the clip.
Oh, I can't run from a trainer battle.
Oh my god, I got it.
Ancient Power only has 5. Ominous Wind only has 5.
Yep. I'm gonna.
Dragon Breath, I would have thought would have had way more than that, though. That didn't even cross my mind. Ominous Wind 5, Ancient Power 5. And then it had Scary Face, which must only have 10. Oh my god. All right. No. Oh my god. I just want the TM. Aquajet, which is actually a good TM.
I feel so bad. Oh my
Really? Nothing can learn Aquajet? Fuck you, game. I'm gonna go heal. I could have lived with running out of Pokeballs. I could have lived with running out of Pokeballs.
Oh my god. That's.
Happy birthday! This is why we do it, to make content. This is content. That's our first real content. The nice. I'm not even gonna do the rest of those trainers. I'm just gonna fucking move on.
We're just
Like I'm just doing this. Like when I'm gonna save, but like when I'm not doing any more of that route. We're moving on.
what if you find another one?
If I can't catch it, I lost my opportunity. Oh shit, I'm starting this cutscene with the gate.
Fine.
Did you already
I
do
can
that?
do that. No, I've just been.
Just go do that real fast. It's just dialogue.
God, that was painful and funny at the same time.
All right, come on, open the damn door. All right. Okay. Do the outro.
He's so defeated. Oh my god. Thanks everybody for that was a roller coaster. We appreciate your time here. Don't forget to smash that smash button, not smash the like button. That's what everybody else says. No. We like that smash button. Follow the Twitch, follow the YouTube, follow the Twitters. Hang out with us. We're unlucky.
Moderately entertaining sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. We have 2 good lines in 2 hours, and that's about it. Goddamn. There's like so many struggle bus jokes and shit going on. That's so funny. Uh, really, just watch us to see us suffer. That's really the only reason. Some people you get, pleasure out of pain. Call you a masochist. Wait, yeah, right? Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
it's fun. We had fun. It was a good time. We're gonna play some Wind Waker, where Joe might be able to get frustrations out. Who knows? We'll see.
We'll see. It's been a weird run so far.
It's gonna be weirder.
I have all the Triforce and nothing else.
Pretty much.
I have a couple of things, but I have all the Triforce, but nothing of use
Nothing
yet.
else. All right, but we appreciate it. Follow the YouTube, do all that stuff. Everybody.
Bye.